I would fly in on a jet
Yeah, if you had Drake money.
and a boat at the same time. I'd fly on a boat inside of the jet.
Racist thoughts, racist thoughts. Yeah, racist thoughts, racist thoughts. Racist thoughts, racist thoughts. Yeah, racist thoughts, racist thoughts. Okay, step into the mind of a young boy genius, telling you what's going on in stadiums and arenas. We talking the NFL, we talking the NBA, we talking about the biggest sports news of the day. Got a favorite athlete, a team that you're thinking. Well, let's put it to the test and see where Royce ranks them. And listen, man, I could go on and on, but let's get into it, featuring his co-host Dom. Sit back, relax, and welcome to the pod, and let me introduce everybody to Royce's thoughts. Yeah. I said sit back, relax, and welcome to the pod, and let me introduce everybody to Royce's thoughts. Yeah.
All right. Woo. Okay. It's that time of the week again? Really more like just been a long time, Royce. We are officially back in action, I think. Right? We're back?
I double checked. There we are.
So I'm just gonna come right out and say it. So like sometimes you gotta admit some stuff. So this is actually the second episode that we're recording because last week we had a technical error. And I learned quickly how you will throw me way under the bus.
You mean you had a technical error?
I learned quickly how much you will throw me under the bus.
We did not have a technical.
Look, here's the deal. Like, I did have a technical error, right?
Yes, that statement is correct.
But I thought we were a team.
We're a team when something good happens. But technical errors, we are not a team, it's just you.
See, I think that's messed up. Like, I feel like we should be a team.
I think that's perfectly fair.
All the time.
No.
So it's just I just don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about the one-sidedness.
No.
That's harsh, man. That's harsh. So we recorded last week. We knew that we missed. At last week, it was 3. So now we're officially it would have been a month. Now we've just missed 4 recording weeks.
Yeah.
Even though we recorded. And I really thought last week's episode was a good episode. It really was. Like we talked about a lot. We covered some stuff, but I never even told you what actually happened, did I?
No.
So we were having some trouble. Oh, sorry. I was having some trouble getting the audio together because it'd been a while since we recorded and some settings had changed. And I thought I had it all figured out. There was a funky little Apple setting that needed to be corrected, but I forgot to uncorrect the stuff that I was trying to correct to get it done. So when I recorded, I only heard 1 track of audio. And because I have it all separated out, so I can like individually turn you up or down, or individually turn me up or down, or we can add other stuff, it was just 1 track. So it looked awesome. It was it, but you just saw a mouse move. That was it. It was it. So, and then I feel like we should go ahead and explain the week previously. So last week we recorded, didn't hit the air. The week before that, homeboy was sick. I was sick. I had the stomach bug that went around all of America, apparently, at least in this region. The week before that, you were swimming. I think that was like swimming. You had championships like the day that following weekend, and you had practice, and you didn't want to miss for divisional championships, right? Divisionals. The week before that was high school or your middle school swimming. So we missed 2 weeks. We knew we were going to miss 2 weeks because of swim. Missed a week because of sick. Missed a week because of technical. But we're back. Why are you looking all skeptical? What is wrong?
I don't think that was in the correct order.
Okay, so what do you think the correct order was?
I think the middle school swimming was after
divisionals.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so divisionals middle school swim, sick, technical.
Yes.
And now we're back. Speaking of, it's Wednesday, March 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
So last week, we talked a lot about all the stuff that we missed.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really rehash all that stuff. I mean, we can. I guess you give a quick highlight.
Yeah.
But before we get into anything, I think we should play the voicemail that we got from our main man, Jerry, like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because it's still relevant now. We played it last week. Nobody heard it, but it's still relevant. So here we go.
Hey, Royce, it's Jerry. Hey, I really don't have any thoughts today. I was just calling to check in on you guys and make sure you guys were still good. I haven't heard from you, seen a podcast or heard from listening to my podcast. My last couple of weeks have been kind of lonely. I just wanted to make sure you guys were okay. Thanks, and have a great day, guys.
Yeah.
You got to get you a friend like Jerry.
Yeah.
Like, go and do a welfare check on you, make sure everything's good. So, yeah, we have been good. We hit some things, and hey, life happens. Are we gonna record next week? Spring break. So now we're on spring break. You're on a 2-week spring break.
I don't think I'm here next week.
And I don't think you're here next week.
No.
So we may not even record next week.
No.
Hashtag recording problems. All right. So look, here's the deal. We done had so much that went on. You gave me your Final Four pick last week.
I did.
I don't remember what it was.
I don't either.
Because I can't even go back and listen to it.
Nope.
But
I have it on here.
You do have it on there?
Yeah.
What is your give the people your Final Four, and then I want to talk about what we just witnessed last weekend in what I think is maybe one of the greatest 4-day stretches of the NCAA tournament.
Okay.
So who'd you have?
My Final Four
Mm-hmm.
is still it still could actually happen.
You have all 4 teams left?
Yes.
Wow.
Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Purdue.
Yeah.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Kansas.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
Let's see if my Elite Eight is still alive.
That is impressive. I'm down to 2.
No. My Elite Eight is not alive.
I had Duke.
Because Auburn.
Oh, yeah.
And Loyola, Chicago.
Well, you had to go on a limb, and you just went on the wrong limb. You didn't go on the Peacocks. You should have been all in on the Peacocks. I had Illinois and Duke in the championship game, and I had Kentucky and
Wisconsin.
Kansas.
Oh,
Kansas.
I was checking, I guess.
Oh, okay, Kentucky and Kansas. So I still have 2 in my Final Four, but only 1 in my championship. Okay, Royce, best game of the weekend for you?
For me, probably the I don't know if it was over the weekend, but the St. Peter's game.
Yeah. Well, okay. When I say over the weekend, I'm sorry. Thursday, so the first and second round.
Okay. Yeah.
And including the first 4.
Yeah.
St. Peter's, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Were you surprised?
I don't know.
What?
I don't feel like I'm as surprised as I should be.
That they beat Kentucky?
Yeah. I feel like I should be more surprised.
I can feel that.
Where is St. Peter's?
New Jersey. I don't know what part.
I knew that. I looked that up.
I was like, I don't know what city in New Jersey.
Is Murray State the best team in Kentucky?
I mean, technically, because they went the furthest. Second round.
Yeah.
I would like to go back and look at, is this the earliest earliest that the state of Kentucky has not had a representative? You see what I'm saying? It would be, it's hard to find that, but.
I would guess no.
I mean, there's probably some random year, but you would think that like between Kentucky,
maybe last year,
Louisville.
Who did they do it last? They did it last year.
Yeah, they did it last year.
Who?
Louisville didn't make the tournament, did we?
Neither did Kentucky.
Oh.
Louisville was the first 4 out, I think.
I can't even remember.
Yeah.
It feels like Louisville
Kentucky missed it too.
Kentucky did miss the tournament, and then I guess what Western Kentucky.
No,
Mary, we'd have to look that up. We'll have to look that up. So here's the deal. My favorite game.
Bellarmine
There were so many games.
Yeah.
that were just amazing games. Refereeing was very suspect over the whole stretch. Here's what I'll say. I can't pick my favorite game. I would have to say, just for non-nice reasons, Kentucky losing to St. Peter's was my favorite. What are you gonna say?
Another good game was where Chattanooga should have won. It was Chattanooga and Illinois. Chattanooga should have won. And then the one dude with like the blonde things, that guy, I think they should have ejected him or given him a flagrant one at least. Because there was a play where the Chattanooga guy was literally just standing there. Play was dead. And the dude came over and started trying to like bat the ball out of his hands. The play was dead. He was just standing there. Chattanooga should have won.
I mean, I'm gonna say there were a lot of teams that should have won, and TCU. So the last game of the second round was TCU, Arizona, and they got. Trying to figure out a nice way to say, they got robbed.
Cheated.
At the end of regulation, they pushed him over half court. And here's the thing: people are like, oh, it's a blocking foul, or they were just, they swallowed the whistle. And here's the thing: by swallowing the whistle, they also missed. So he was in the front court, he got pushed into the back court and landed in the back court with the ball. So if he wasn't fouled, then it should have been a backcourt violation. Stop play. Arizona gets the ball back with 2.5 seconds left to try to win the game. Instead, they had the steal. And the dude from Arizona, what are you doing? It's 2 seconds. You pick up the ball at midcourt with 2 seconds left. You're going to try to dunk it. Come on, man. Come on. So, but there was the North Carolina game. Who did they beat?
Baylor.
They beat Baylor. Did you see how they ejected the elbow? Come on, man. Like, I get that what they did is because they had got tangled up. You could see a world where he intentionally did that. But even to me, had he did it, it was a flagrant one, not a flagrant two, because they just literally got tangled up. They ejected him, and Baylor immediately went on a 32-8 run. Like, it was unbelievable. Like, I was texting your mom because they were shopping, and I was like, Baylor might win this game. And she was like, no. I was like, they just ejected North Carolina's best player, and immediately, just like that. Baylor also choked in overtime. I don't know what they were doing. Gonzaga. They should have lost to Memphis. The referees made sure that Memphis had the hardest time possible. At one point, it was 7-0 in fouls in the second quarter or second half. Gonzaga. Memphis had like 4 guys with 4 fouls. Like they could not. I knew as that game went down the stretch that Memphis wasn't going to win because they didn't have the horses anymore. That's the one problem for me for this tournament is the officiating has really impacted a lot of games. Okay. Give me, so we're in the Sweet 16 now. Mm-hmm. No. I want to go, who of the teams that lost most disappointing outside of Kentucky?
Okay. Well, probably Baylor.
Okay.
Because maybe Illinois. No. Chattanooga.
Chattanooga was the most disappointing?
Yes. They should have won. They should have beaten Illinois.
Yes, but they were a 13 seed. So I don't know that you can call that most disappointing. Okay.
Won.
Well, all right. Okay. Outside of Kentucky's upset, biggest upset for you?
Baylor.
Okay.
Yeah, Baylor.
Yeah. We're in the Sweet 16. Game you're most looking forward to watching?
All right. This weekend, Thursday and Friday, Arkansas, Gonzaga, Michigan, Villanova, Texas Tech, Duke, Houston, Arizona, and then Friday, St. Peter's, Purdue, Providence, Kansas, North Carolina, UCLA, Iowa State, and Miami. Game I am most looking forward to, North Carolina and UCLA.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Or St. Peter's and Purdue.
I see you. I hear you. For me, it is Gonzaga, Arkansas.
Yes.
And Arizona, Houston. I think both of those teams, like, those are really bad matchups, in my opinion, for both Gonzaga and for Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. And here's the thing. I hadn't really watched Houston play until this whole thing went down. And my man, like Houston, they look good. Arkansas can run. Gonzaga seemed to have a problem with that with Memphis. So I don't know. St. Peter's have a chance? They're going to beat Purdue?
Yeah, I think they have a chance. I don't want them to beat Purdue.
Is Purdue your champion in your bracket?
Yes.
Are you ashamed of that?
No.
Okay. Like you said it kind of weird. Like gave me like a look like, yes.
Yes.
Did you know? I had no idea. Purdue. They have, is it something like 35 Big Ten championships?
Oh, let me see. The Big Ten has two. Oh, Big Ten. I don't know what you're talking about. Big Ten championships, and never mind.
Yeah, the Big Ten has 2 teams left in Michigan and Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
The Big Ten has not won a NCAA championship since 2000 and
What you
2000.
sent that one time was the Big Ten has 2 Sweet 16 teams out of 18 bids over the last 2 years. With Purdue, this was before Purdue played, and then at the moment, those 2 Sweet 16 berths are from Michigan.
Yeah.
So 3
for 18.
3 for 18.
With Michigan holding 2 of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Big Ten hasn't had a great tournament for the last 22 years. They haven't won since Mateen Cleaves in Michigan State in 2000. But no, Big Ten. So Purdue has 24 Big Ten championships.
Dang.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
They have 0 national championships. And they only have 2 Final Fours.
I think the 2 Final Fours is more shocking than the 0 championships.
I mean, I would say the problem for me is like it feels like every team had a championship between 1920 and 1960. You know what I mean? And especially a school like Indiana, who's been playing basketball for a long time, or like a school like Purdue, who's been playing basketball for a long time. Do you know the last Final Four for Purdue?
2000. Is that right? Is it 2000?
The year 2000?
No.
Is that what,
Is it in the 2000s?
No.
1982.
80.
I was gonna say
You were
80.
close.
It was between 80, 82, and 85.
This has to be the year Purdue makes it, right?
To the Final Four?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has
I
to
mean,
be.
I yeah, hopefully they win everything, because then my bracket would be pretty good.
So, other than your bracket, is there another reason you're going for Purdue?
No.
Okay.
That's the only reason.
Okay,
If
that's
I
fair.
didn't have them winning, then I would be cheering for St. Peter's, and I won't be mad if St. Peter's wins.
You will be mad if
I
St.
will
Peter's
not
wins?
be mad.
Okay, you will not be. Okay, so are you good on basketball for a
Yes.
while? Okay, because I want to go to the other basketball, but not right now.
All right.
Can we talk about, so a lot has happened in the NFL. Last week
Not again.
we covered it. We had to talk a little bit about the Seahawks.
And then we have to do it again?
No, we're not going to have to do it
But
again.
we're already talking about it right
I do
now.
want people to understand that you looked like, you claim it was the lighting. But
No,
you looked like you had
it was my
tear.
acting skills. It was my acting skills, and I just
You
had the
cried
tears in my eyes.
on the podcast last
No, I
week.
didn't.
You
What are you
teared up
talking about?
on the podcast last
What are you
week.
talking about?
Because Mr. Russell Wilson is
What
no
do you
longer
mean?
a Seahawk.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Neither is
What are you
Bobby Wagner or Carlos Dunlap.
What are you talking about?
The Seahawks.
Who's
But we
the
don't have to talk
Seahawks?
about Seahawks. I really want to talk about what the Chiefs did today on Wednesday, March 23rd.
What's football?
Can we talk about what the Chiefs did?
Yeah.
What did the Chiefs do?
The Chiefs traded Tyreek Hill for like 5 picks.
They traded him. I don't understand what the Dolphins. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't get what the Chiefs are doing, and I don't get what the Dolphins are doing.
Yep.
The Chiefs, got 5 picks. First, a second, a fourth this year, and 2 picks next year. They didn't announce what picks those are.
Probably first, if I had to guess.
Then the Dolphins immediately signed him to an extension.
Yeah.
Worth $130 million?
120 million.
72
million guaranteed. 4 years.
Tyreek Hill is okay. So is Tyreek Hill worth that?
I don't
on either side.
I don't know how much money is.
You don't know how much money is.
Give me like somebody to compare to.
Okay, well,
How
it's
much
hard.
Devontae
It's impossible
Adams making?
because he's the highest paid NFL receiver in history now.
No. My answer is no.
I mean, he makes an average $30 million a year. And I think so outside of quarterbacks, he's the highest. Like the highest non-paid quarterback per year.
No.
It's tough for me, man. Like,
I think the Dolphins will make the playoffs.
okay.
Maybe. Ooh.
What's
I
not?
don't know.
What you thinking?
I think they could. No, never mind. I was gonna say I think they could win the division. Then I forgot that the Bills were there. They could get second in the division. Yeah, second. Yep. That's what they're gonna do.
Okay, so Devontae Adams' new contract
Mm-hmm.
is technically worth more cash, like contract value. His contract is $140 million, but I'm pretty sure it's over 5 years.
No. Well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over 5 years. And then here's the other one. Here's the other crazy stat. So Tyreek Hill in average contract value, right? So per year, he's at $30 million. Devontae Adams is 28. DeAndre Hopkins is 27. Julio Jones is 22.
Julio Jones isn't on a football team.
Exactly. And DJ Moore's new contract is 20.
I have a problem if I'm the Dolphins.
Okay.
Let's look at the potential. So I think the Bills are going to win the division. I don't think the Dolphins are going to win it. And then the other teams that could make it in over the Dolphins next year, in my eyes, the Patriots, Bengals, the Ravens, one of the teams in the AFC South. I think only one will make it, probably the Titans, and all of the AFC West. That is 8 teams.
Okay. All of the AFC West?
All of the AFC West.
You're saying all 4 teams
have a chance at making it.
Okay.
That would be the Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers, and the Broncos.
Right.
If I'm kind of worried if I'm the Dolphins. You make the trade and then you don't even make the playoffs.
Can you tell me who the Dolphins starting quarterback is going to be?
Yes. I can tell you that.
You do.
You want me to tell you right now?
Yeah, like there's 2 chances. There's 2 options.
No, not right now. Probably Tua. It'll be Tua. Yeah.
It should be Tua, right?
Yeah, but then if he gets hurt, then it won't be Tua.
Well, they'd be Teddy.
Then it will be Teddy. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question. So this is a very talk radio question. Who won the trade?
Well, the Chiefs won't be as successful as they were. The Dolphins.
You Dolphins won?
Yeah.
So the Dolphins don't have any draft picks basically for the next 2 years.
Well, the Dolphins aren't good at drafting anyway.
Okay. I mean,
neither are the Seahawks, I understand.
I'm all in on understand like if the Dolphins are saying we are making the playoffs, this is our year, we're gonna make a run. Because who's their division? Jets,
Patriots,
Bills. It's just the problem is it the Bills? Like I don't know that you're gonna win your division, right?
I don't think they're gonna win the division. No.
Do they come in second? Are they better than the Patriots?
I think so.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think they're. I
The
think
Bill-
last year's Patriots was.
The Bill Belichick effect. I mean, Patriots were the second in division last year. I mean, I know the Dolphins lost the first 7 games and then won like the last 9, but
The Dolphins now have Tyreek Hill.
Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. Because you said the Chiefs aren't as good anymore.
No, they're not.
Is Tyreek Hill... So Tyreek Hill is an impact player to me because he was on the best offense in football. You had a tight end that needed to be double covered. You had another speedy receiver on the outside that should be double covered. You have Tyreek Hill that should be double covered. So defenses didn't know what to do. And you had a quarterback who could get it to everybody. Tyreek Hill is super fast. Like super fast. But if you don't have the other weapons around Tyreek Hill, is he that effective?
Well, you have let's take a look at the Dolphins receivers. You have now Tyreek Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Waddle.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty good. And then you have Devontae Deadman.
Parker. What? Devontae who?
Devontae Deadman.
What is that?
No, I just saw another guy whose name was Devontae.
Oh.
Devontae Parker, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, Cedric Wilson, Albert Wilson.
All right, so you can stop at those 3.
Alan Hearns.
What about who's a running
Fuller.
back? Who's running back?
Miles Gaskin.
And then they also got Mostert,
They also
right?
got
Raheem Mostert.
Raheem Mostert. And they have Philip Lindsay.
So their offense might be explosive. I just don't know that any of those guys. I mean, Jalen Waddle's legit, right? But he's still a rookie. We'll see. We'll see.
I think their offense could be pretty good. I don't know about their defense, but
I mean, their offense. But I also don't think that Tua is. Here's the thing. Teddy definitely ain't the type of quarterback that's air raid. Like, he is possession, low mistakes. We don't really know what Tua is because he's been hurt for the last 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
All the way back to even at Alabama. He's been hurt. So I don't know.
We'll have to see on the Miami Dolphins.
We also talked about last week, you gave me your opinion on TB12 coming out of retirement.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a week to sleep on it. Do you still like TB12 coming out of retirement?
No. Still, I never did.
You didn't like him coming out?
No.
Why didn't you like him coming back?
Because I don't like Tom Brady. I expected him to come back. But I don't like Tom Brady.
You don't like Tom Brady?
Or Malcolm Butler.
Gotcha. Okay. So.
Or whoever the offensive coordinator was.
All right. So
should have ran the ball.
Here's where I'm at. This is where I'm at. They should have run the ball. I don't really care that Tom Brady's coming back. I think that it's kind of like LeBron James. We are going to appreciate, like, we'll never see another Tom Brady. You'll never see another LeBron James. You might see players that create their own name like that, but especially in football, like, I'm also just baffled. He will be 45 when the season starts this year. 45, Royce.
It's pretty old.
It's old, man. It's old.
Yeah.
So to be playing at that high level, like, I'm just here for it. I'm here for the show. Where I'm frustrated is it really messed up the quarterback carousel. Because of Tom Brady coming back and then Deshaun Watson getting all the money last week. He got all of the money.
He did.
They just gave him all of it.
Yeah.
I don't even understand how you can give somebody $230 million guaranteed, but he got it. But because of that, 3 teams said to their existing starting quarterbacks, we're good. Just so you know, we're going to go after Deshaun Watson. So because of that, now Matt Ryan is a Colt.
Marcus Mariota is a Falcon.
Marcus Mariota is a Falcon. Jameis Winston's a Saint.
Still.
still. But like all of these were up in the air, and then Deshaun Watson hit. Baker Mayfield's looking for a home now. He doesn't even have a place to shoot commercials anymore. A stadium to shoot his commercials in.
Yeah.
So, and the reason I'm frustrated, Royce, is because Jimmy Garoppolo is still on my roster.
People are very skeptical of Jimmy Garoppolo's shoulder, I've been hearing.
Jimmy ain't, he's not going anywhere. He's going to be my quarterback next year. And I'm bracing for it. I'm bracing. He was gone. He was a cult. He was going to be a cult. That he was perfect for them. He throws the ball. You want Jimmy to throw the ball about 6 times a game and hand the ball off. That's Jimmy. He would have been great in Indianapolis. He'd have been great. Now nobody's going to take him. Who's going to take him?
You could have Drew Lock.
There's nobody left.
You want Drew Lock?
We got Trey Lance. We just need to get rid of him.
You want Drew Lock?
You know what? I'll take Drew Lock as a backup, sure.
All right.
You willing to give us 2 picks?
No.
Because you don't have any to give.
Actually, yes.
Oh yeah, you do. You got the Browns.
Have a bunch of picks.
Yeah, you got the Broncos picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not
give
gonna give them to you.
Give us some picks.
No.
You can have them.
No. Actually, you know what? In this deal, I also want George Kittle.
No.
And Debo.
You don't even have anybody else to give us. You know what?
Actually, we have Ty Lockett and DK Metcalf.
Tyler Lockett.
Watch your mouth.
I love Tyler Lockett. He's a great fantasy football player. Okay. I love me some Tyler Lockett. He is a home run hitter. He ain't gonna be home run hitter without Mr. Moonball himself.
But Malik Willis.
Give us DK.
But if we draft Malik Willis,
I will trade you Jimmy G and one of our defensive linemen.
I don't know anybody on your defensive. Nick Bosa?
Honestly, he's hurt most of the time. So we'll give you him, Jimmy G, for a first rounder.
No.
Drew Lock.
No.
And DK.
No. Neither of those players are worth a first round pick. No. In fact, all 4 of those players, none of them are worth a first round pick.
You don't think DK is worth a first round pick? Oh my gosh.
Nope. I do not.
Okay, so moving on. Seriously?
No.
You don't think DK Metcalf is worth a first round draft pick?
No, I don't.
What is he worth to you?
I don't know. But I need to see more
Out of
DK. His first I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. You're not going to get more out of DK now because Drew Lock can't even get the ball to his shoelaces. Okay?
I'll trade you Pete Carroll.
DK Metcalf, last year, targeted 129 times, 75 receptions, 967 yards, with how many touchdowns?
He actually had a bad season last year.
I was about to say, and this was a low season compared to his 1,300 yards that he had the year before. But he still had 12 touchdowns last year. I don't even know that y'all scored more than 8 touchdowns or 20 touchdowns last year. Royce.
Look, I apologize. I don't know. I just am very mad.
You are mad.
We have 2 good players on our team.
All right, so
and then we have like Quandre Diggs and Jamal Adams, but I don't really pay attention to the defense as much.
I wanted to let the people know I offered you an out last week. I said, "Are you done with being a Seahawks fan?"
No.
And you said no emphatically.
No.
Are you going to take a year off?
No.
So you're still going to watch the Seahawks when you can?
No. Yes, if I can. I don't know how, but if I can.
Do you remember, like, not too many podcast recordings ago, but it was like 2 months ago now, that we were going to try to, like, if we could plan a trip to go see, like, a Sunday night 49er game and a Monday night Seahawk game or vice versa?
We can still do that.
There's not going to happen. The Seahawks will not be playing on Sunday night or
actually,
Monday.
the Lions and the Steelers and the Vikings still do it, so we can too.
Okay. The Lions play. They played a Sunday night or a Monday night game?
Probably.
Okay. Keep going.
It can still happen. As long as we draft Malik Willis. And as long as somebody else doesn't trade up and draft Malik Willis.
You
and
are shaking.
And if we don't trade High Lockett and we don't trade DK. And we also get a good coach. We trade Pete Carroll for Bill Belichick.
Okay.
What's Sean Payton doing right now?
Probably sitting at home.
You want millions? If he wants millions of dollars.
Who is the Saints head coach?
I don't know. Probably somebody random.
The Detroit Lions did play on Monday Night Football last year.
Yes. So the Seahawks can still do it.
Who
did they play again?
Green Bay. They lost 35-17.
There's a lower chance. As long as we play a really good team.
Okay.
Like the Rams.
So I have a question. Seahawks are going to be your team. Okay?
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yes.
Do you know the last time the Seahawks played Seahawks played Monday Night Football twice last year.
Yes.
They were 0-2.
Yes, I also know that.
Before that, they had a nice little streak going now. Do you know the Seahawks all-time Monday night record?
No.
Do you want to know?
No.
Okay. All right.
I'm just joking. Sure.
28-12.
That's pretty good.
Really good. All right. Sorry, your Seahawks are garbage. And I don't know when your Seahawks are going to be ungarbage.
Somebody did like a simulation and said like the next time the Seahawks win Super Bowl is like 2050 something.
Yeah. Golly. I mean, the franchise, like Russell Wilson, like, that's your guy.
We're at the Lions, though. Lions won in like 2070. Cardinals didn't win at all
right.
In that period of time.
Who gets the Super Bowl first? Detroit?
No.
Seattle?
Not
San Francisco?
San Francisco.
Oh, yeah, that was quick. Okay. So.
Well, it's not that hard if the other two teams are trash.
But that doesn't mean that, like, you're going to be trash for a little while. We know the Lions will be trash always because they always are.
Because they're the Lions.
But you would think the Seahawks are going to figure out a way to turn it around. Okay.
You would think.
So speaking of turning it around, can we talk about the Lakers?
Sure. Actually, we won our last game. Yeah, we can.
Mm-hmm. The Lakers did win their last game.
We did.
They are comfortably sitting in ninth place.
Yep.
One game ahead of the Pelicans.
That's not comfortably.
It's not comfortably at all. You're comfortably sitting two games ahead of the Spurs.
Okay. That's not a comfortable spot.
31-41, so 72 games. So that's 10 games left, right? There's 10 games left this season?
Actually, we're 3 games out of the Spurs.
Yeah, that's true.
The Spurs also play tonight.
So, LeBron James. He's been your everything in more ways than one. He also is now number 2 all time in scoring. So let's take a break from the Lakers' ineptitude and let's talk about Mr. LeBron James.
All right, let's do it.
Give him your shine. You go.
Good job.
That's it.
That's all I have.
So LeBron's listening to the podcast. And
I don't have any. I don't know. I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm a LeBron James fan.
Right.
And once LeBron retires, I don't know.
Are you done with NBA
Maybe.
when LeBron retires?
Might just be a Udonis Haslem fan. He'll still be in the league.
Golly, he's still. And has he even gotten a game yet this year?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, he got one game last year, and you know what he did?
What's
you know
that?
what he did? He got ejected.
Mm.
How many minutes do you think he got?
It was like 1, wasn't it?
He got like 1 to like 3 minutes, and he got ejected in those 1 to 3 minutes.
I just need you to know,
awesome.
LeBron's last 5 games, he's been over 30 4 times.
Look, LeBron is averaging 30 on the year. That's the most points in the NBA. LeBron is the scoring champion as of today.
In March, he's averaging 33.9 points a game. Also, we need to get a sponsorship by this website, StatMuse. StatMuse is amazing.
Yes.
If you ain't been to it, just go to statmuse.com. It is phenomenal. We don't get paid by them yet. We're going to try to figure this out, but amazing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just great. February, 28.3 points. January, 30 points. December, 30 points. Like, LeBron, like, bro. I don't know. All right, so since you don't have anything to say about that, can we talk about, will the Lakers make the playoffs?
Yes. Hopefully. Not a confident yes.
Okay. Side note.
But then if they make the playoffs, they're not going to make it out of the first round. So I don't know why I'm getting my hopes up. Who's the 7, the 8, and the other one? Let's see.
In the other one?
In the 9.
7, 8. Timberwolves, Clippers,
okay,
Lakers.
We can beat the Timberwolves.
Mm-hmm.
We can beat the Clippers.
I don't. Here's the problem, Royce. I don't know that you can. Like, I know
because LeBron will play good, really good, and he's gonna drop 50 back-to-back nights, and we're gonna get in, and that'll be just enough to play the Suns, and then we can lose there. As long as we make it out of the play-in, I'll be fine. It's a good season.
Does the way the play-in works, and is it the 9-10 plays each other, and the 7-8, or is it the 7-10?
7-8 plays each other, then the 9-10 play each other. So the winner of the 7-8 will become the 7th seed, and then the winner of the 9-10 will play the loser.
Oh, that's right.
Of the 7 and 8.
Oh my gosh! Here's the problem. You're not making that.
Yes, we can.
You're not winning 2 games in a row.
Yes, we can.
When's the last time you
won 2 games? The
Grizzlies
did it last year.
No. You're missing my point, Royce. When's the last time the Lakers won 2 games in a row?
You know, let's go find out.
I know, and I'm looking.
What month are you in?
January.
Oh God.
4th. They went on a 4-game win streak.
Oh, we didn't.
From December 31st to January 7th.
Yep.
That's the last time, Royce. That's the last time y'all won back-to-back games. And here's the problem with that. Y'all only won back-to-back games.
That was a long time ago.
3,
I remember that.
4, 5, 6 times on the year. Royce, you've only won back-to-back games 6 times on the year.
I remember where I was. The Lakers beat the Portland Trail Blazers on December 31st, 2021. I remember exactly where I was.
Where were you?
I was at a party. LeBron dropped 43. And Malik Monk had like 22 or something, or like 18 or 29.
I don't see you winning 2 games in a row.
We can do it.
You know.
We can do it. We can do it.
I want you to do it for
what? Maybe
your
LeBron
sake.
doesn't drop 50 plus. Maybe Malik Monk drops 50 plus. Also, what is Kendrick Nunn doing? Kendrick Nunn is not playing. He's not playing. He hasn't played the entire year.
Well, Russell Westbrook is leading you in assists.
Okay, that's not actually a concern. I don't think that's a concern.
That's not a concern?
No. 7.2 assists. It's not a concern. That's a decent number.
Okay. All right. So last thing about your Lakers, about the NBA. Let's go to the rest of the NBA. Do you feel? So you said last week that the Nets were not also making the finals.
No.
Who was your finals pick last week?
Warriors, I think, and then the Bulls.
Warriors and Bulls. Okay.
Mm.
And then, yeah, it was Warriors and Bulls. So do you still feel that way this week?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to see the Grizzlies and Bulls, though. I feel like that would be exciting.
Grizzlies and Bulls?
Yes.
Okay.
I just don't want the Warriors to win. Or I don't really want anybody to win.
Well, right
Except for the
now,
Grizzlies. I'd be fine if the Grizzlies win.
the Heat
Heat are not making the finals.
The Heat are leading the East. Heat, Bucks, Sixers, Celtics, Bulls, Cavs, Raptors, Nets.
Nestle got the Bulls. And I'd like to see the Grizzlies make it to the finals.
Suns, Grizz, Warriors, Jazz, Mavericks, Nuggets.
Nope, you don't need to go that far.
So are there only 2 contenders in the West? 3?
3, 4.
Warriors, Jazz, Grizzlies,
No.
Suns? No Jazz. Warriors, Grizzlies, Suns.
Yeah, one of those 2. Warriors, Jazz, Grizzlies. The 4, the 3. I don't know about the Jazz. Yeah, those 4.
I mean, I would be shocked.
I just can't. I can't see the Jazz winning in a 4-game series against any of those other 3 teams.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I think my problem is that I just don't think the East has a chance against any of those teams.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't see the Heat, Bucks, or Sixers, or Celtics, or Bulls winning in a 4-game series against any of the top 4 in the West.
I don't either.
Okay. So last week we also talked about baseball.
We did.
Baseball's back.
It's happening.
But Royce is no longer a baseball fan.
Yeah, he is.
You are?
He is. Yeah. Because my team in baseball. With my team in. Are you in Stammies?
Uh-huh.
I knew it.
What are they talking? I've never done that before. They talk?
He just like tells you a random, like it tells you a fact. It's gonna give you like somebody, and they're gonna tell you a fact, but the fact's gonna be like out of order. And somebody's like, "Did you know that the Grizzlies played the Chicago Bulls on December 12th, and the Grizzlies cruised past, and they say it like, and they grab this clip of him saying it, and they put it in here with a bunch of other clips that they grab, and it annoys me.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway, baseball's here, and it's happening. The Yankees, we won't lose the division, but we might get like 4th in the division.
Okay, so the Yankees, you won't lose the division.
Because the AL East is stacked.
The AL East is stacked.
Yes.
Okay.
The Rays, they're still the Rays. And then the Red Sox got Trevor Story and probably somebody else that I'm not thinking of right now. And then the Blue Jays got Matt Chapman and probably somebody else. And the Yankees got like Josh Donaldson and probably somebody else that I can't think of right now. So the AL East is, and then you have the Orioles, who are just the Orioles.
Can I ask you, does any of this matter though because of
yes.
the Dodgers?
Yeah, it does matter.
I mean, I know the Dodgers were a super team last year and didn't win at all.
In a series, I think that there's a chance that 4 of the 5 AL East teams could beat the Dodgers in a series. Not the Orioles. Just not them.
Okay. I don't have much to contribute right now. I just know that the Dodgers keep signing the best players in baseball.
I don't know if the Dodgers can be. I don't know if they can become a team.
It feels like to me if they can just stay healthy, right?
Which is weird. It's like in baseball, like you don't really need to be a team,
right?
You just everybody gets a hit, and then you hit forever. And you have 50 bajillion runs.
Yeah, I mean, it's really more about the pitching staff coming together than it is about being a team, right?
Yeah. But their pitching is taking a hit.
So I know that you don't bet, right? Because you're not legally allowed to.
Legally cannot.
But you do understand, like, odds.
Yes.
I just need you to understand this. The Dodgers are plus 500 in basically every category to win the World Series. And one in FanDuel, they're plus 470 470. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The next closest team is the Toronto Blue Jays. What do you think they are?
Plus 870.
Plus 1,100
Oh.
is their average.
Well,
It's basically 2-1.
The hitting for the fielding, hitting, all that stuff, not pitching for the Dodgers is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
But the pitching for the Dodgers is definitely taking a hit with Trevor Bauer, and then they lost Max Scherzer. So they just have Clayton Kershaw, and their pitching is still really good.
Yeah. Well, you have 5 teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams at plus 1,100.
Can you name those 5 teams?
I can name those 5 teams. Do you want me to name those 5
can you
teams
name
for
those
you?
5 teams?
Okay. Toronto Blue Jays. Houston Astros.
Okay.
New York Mets.
Mm.
New York Yankees. Chicago White Sox.
We made it.
Chicago White Sox.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen. No.
I'm just saying. So that is a massive champion. So I also figured out how to get the audio from the stat muse if no one's heard it. So let's listen to it.
See what I mean?
Yeah, I see that. It also didn't play on the thing. That sucks. Okay, so I should have done this. Hold on, let's try this. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. I am all in on the fact that baseball is back. I just don't care.
I got to get to some baseball games this year. I'm actually excited for baseball.
You weren't excited last week?
No, I probably wasn't.
So now you are?
Yeah, I am.
All right, well, if you get excited, I will.
My team could potentially be successful.
I'll through osmosis, I'll get excited. Here's the problem. I don't know a lot of baseball players right now because I kind of stopped watching baseball for like 10 years. So I don't know a ton of players. I know names, but I
know
don't
like a bunch of players.
I know you do. I used to, like when I was your age, I knew all the stuff. And so now I kind of just follow former Louisville players.
Well, that's not a big.
It's not a big pool to choose from, right? So
really.
Brandon McKay, Corey Ray, Will Smith.
Wait. Rays, Brewers, Dodgers. Keep going.
Yep. McKay. Oh, Rays, Brewers, Dodgers. Funkhauser. Kyle Funkhauser.
Tigers.
Josh Rogers.
Nats.
Adam Duvall. I was about to say that. Man, give me some time.
Still on the Braves, right?
He's still on the Braves. Yeah. Those are the majors. Chad Green.
Yankees.
Yeah. Your team. Your team.
Where's Chad
So
Green?
I kind of want to follow, because remember I was a Pirates fan for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a Pirates fan anymore because I realized that the Pirates are garbage.
Well, with the number 1 pick, they selected Henry Davis, who was the catcher at Louisville.
Oh, yeah, they did, didn't they?
They did, but they also suck.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm no longer a Pirates fan. I'm renouncing my Pirates fandom, and I want to pick a player from the Louisville crop.
So let's see. Of the 7 players we named, it was 6 players plus Henry Davis. So
I'm not going to be.
We've eliminated the Pirates.
Okay.
And you can't be a Dodgers fan.
Why?
I'm not allowing that.
Why?
Because
they're the odds-on favorite.
They're going to be good. That's exactly why you cannot be a Dodgers fan.
Okay.
Because they're really good.
But that makes it really fun to watch, right?
Yes.
Just saying.
We can't have you be successful in your first attempt. That's
Okay.
not how this can work.
All right. Keep going.
We'll keep them over here.
Keep them over here. Well, let's not take them off the table yet, though.
Yeah, we're taking the Pirates off the table.
Okay, Pirates are gone.
And then the Yankees.
I can't be a Yankees fan because you're a Yankees fan.
Yes.
And that's not a thing.
Yes.
In baseball for me.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Pirates, Yankees,
Yankees,
gone.
no.
Okay.
And then the Rays, I would not like you as much.
Yeah, because you're in division, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't like you as much, but I'd still.
I'm looking for the Rays odds. They're 1,400, right behind Atlanta Braves.
Because the AL East is great.
Okay.
You could be a Nats fan.
Washington Nationals.
Yeah.
The problem is for me, and this is going to sound really bad, I don't really want to be a Washington Nationals fan because I don't like the Washington Commanders.
Those are two different sports.
Yeah, but
I think the Washington Commanders should just go red, white, and blue, and they should just ditch their colors that they have right now.
I think
because everybody else in Washington,
they should have been. They are doing that, but they also should have
for
been
the Commanders.
They should have been the Red Tails. You don't know anything about the Red Tails. Go watch the movie Red Tails.
I don't know.
Tuskegee Airmen.
I don't know anything about any
History.
of their other. No, I don't know anything about. I didn't know any of their potential names.
I don't think that was a potential. I think they just chose a name that no one would. I don't know. Okay, so
no one would like.
Right. So we got. I don't want to be. I just. Here's the problem with Washington. It's just hard, right?
Yeah.
So. And it's confusing because sometimes you're like, oh, they're in Seattle, Washington, D.C., Washington State.
Yeah. Except they're wearing red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Which, if the Washington Commanders were wearing red, white, and blue, I'd know where they're at.
It's true. All right, so let's do this. Let's put the Nationals in the same bucket
as the Dodgers.
All
right, so that bucket over there, Nationals, Dodgers, and then this bucket of no's, you have Pirates and the Yankees.
Yeah.
All right, next team. Wait, give me a second. And the Braves.
Defending world champions. Am I allowed, if I can't be the Dodgers, then I definitely can't.
Well, you see the Braves, it's not the same.
Why?
Because nobody was thinking, hey, the Braves are going to win the World Series.
There's another challenge that I'm having in my head. There are Cubs fans.
There are
a lot of Cubs fans because of WGN. So the TV station, there are a lot of people that like Cubs were kind of like America's team because they were on. Everybody got WGN. Well, the Braves were also on all the time because of TBS. So I know a lot of Braves fans who don't live in Atlanta, and it's kind of like, they're like, to me, they're bandwagony, but they're not. That's just a team they grew up watching, right?
Yes.
So Braves, maybe.
So no, Yankees, Pirates, Dodgers. Wait, no, Yankees, Pirates, and then where did we decide on the Rays?
We didn't cover the Rays yet, did we? Oh no, we said no Rays because they were in your division, right?
Yeah, and then the Braves, and then this one, which I think
should be the team.
I think this could be the team, the Brewers. I think this could be the team.
I've always liked their hats. The logo.
Yeah.
Little hat with the hand in the.
Milwaukee's not that far away.
They're not that far away.
It's also Milwaukee, but no, who cares?
I mean, they're like a small market team, and they're plus 1,600 right behind the Rays.
Yeah.
Milwaukee Brewers.
I think it could be a fit.
I really feel like they open up the season with the. Oh no, they play the Reds tonight.
It's spring training.
I know. I'm just saying.
Reds open up the season with the Braves.
Okay, is Corey Ray on the actual roster?
I don't know. And then we had the other team was the Tigers. You don't want to be a Tigers fan. Let's see.
If Corey Ray is on the actual like opening day roster, which I know he was going up and down a lot last year.
Yeah.
Let's look at 40-man roster. I know that, and I know it's not finalized right now because of the whole thing.
I don't know.
He's not. He is not. So what does non-roster mean?
I don't know.
God, baseball's so challenging.
I had to look up what arbitration was yesterday.
Let's look at the active roster. Is Corey Ray still? Oh, there's pictures. Oh, hold up. I may have been just looking at pictures. I was just looking at pictures.
I don't think he's on the
infielders because
424. Heck was that?
All right, let's look at active. Is he even on the Brewers anymore?
He is. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Per ESPN.
He's not on their active roster.
Well, I looked him up and it said Corey Ray, Milwaukee Brewers. So,
let's look at the MILB, the Major League.
MILB?
No, MILB. Sorry. So
he like the minor leagues.
He is in the minor leagues. Actively, he's with the AAA Nashville Sounds.
That's the best of the minor leagues.
Oh, the highest level you can be.
Yes.
I don't know, man. He had 2 at bats last year. 1 run scored in the majors.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
He's only been. All right. Okay. So here's what I'd like to do. I think it's going to be really hard for me to follow him or to follow the Brewers if he's not on the team.
Yes. That would make sense. The problem with the minor leagues is that I don't understand because I don't watch the players in the minor league
Well, no one does unless you go to the
unless you go to a minor league game.
Yeah, the Bats or something like that, Louisville Bats.
But like I don't.
Okay, all right. Here's what I'd like to do. I would like to
Look at Trace Thompson. That's
what is
good
that?
for him. That's Klay Thompson's brother.
Oh. I would like to do this.
Yes. What would you?
I would like to campaign for. I could get on board with the Brewers. I can. But I would like a week to do some research to see if Corey Ray is going to be an actual participant of the Brewers. Because with, some connections that we have to Louisville, I can actually figure that out. If he is, I don't hate your idea about being the Brewers. I just want to say I do think that the most fun I would have at following a team would be the Dodgers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. Of course you would.
And isn't it about
Which is why that's not allowed.
Isn't it about getting me back into baseball?
Is it?
I think so. Right? Getting me excited about baseball.
Is that what the goal is?
Plus, they play West Coast games. I can watch them at night. Watch 2 or 3 innings.
Was that the goal?
I thought so. I don't feel like you're paying attention. Okay.
I'm paying attention.
So, how about this? Potentially Brewers. I would like to make a motion that my 3 I will narrow it to 3 potential teams. Mm-hmm. And I will rank them. The ranking would be.
Are you going to rank them right now?
Yes. Brewers.
What
Dodgers.
Is this 3, 2? What is this?
Brewers would be 1.
Okay.
Dodgers would be 2.
And then
Rays would be 3. I know that's your division rival.
I don't know about the division rival,
but I'm just
in the division.
I'm just gonna go Rays
really
3.
Count.
I don't think I could be a Braves fan. Too many Braves fans out there. They just won a World Series. Like it just feels like bandwagon-y. And yeah. I know the Dodgers also won a World Series not too long ago.
It's kind of like you're talking about the Dodgers right now, because that's
the Dodgers haven't won anything yet though.
Do you think Drake has a Dodgers jersey?
Who?
Drake. Do you think he has a Dodgers jersey? If he has a Dodgers jersey, then you cannot be a Dodgers fan.
All right, if I can find a picture of Drake in a Dodgers jersey, so we're gonna move to
I'll
the most.
I'll even give you the benefit.
Look, we're gonna move to the most anticipated segment in all of. It's now time
sports
for the most anticipated segment in all of sports.
Drake rented out Dodger Stadium. I remember that. Actually,
you tell me. You're not paying attention.
I am actually paying attention.
Okay, it's time for you. So, perfect segue, right? We've been talking about baseball. So,
dang it, that's Tyga.
Let's give me the best. Which one are we on?
We are currently on the catchers because I skipped them before. Okay. So now we're on the catchers.
All right. So, at number, do we have any honorable mentions?
Do we have? Yes, we do. Wilson Contreras.
Wilson
is
Contreras.
The honorable mention.
Here's the thing. I heard. So let's be real. This was last week's.
Yeah.
and we
So-
didn't want to do you a disservice
to
the peoples. So we're gonna go ahead and do last week's.
last week's this week.
I have heard of all these people now,
Mhm.
but I'm probably gonna give you some real time reactions based on how it was last week when you were telling me these people.
You have to guess what team they play for now.
Oh, now? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wilson Contreras. You should know this one.
Braves.
Nope.
Yankees. White Sox.
You watched them play in a
Astros.
game. No.
I watched them play when?
In a game.
In person?
Yes.
Cubs.
Yes.
Okay. Wilson Contreras, Cubs.
Number 5, Yasmani Grandal. Yeah, Yasmani Grandal.
Rays.
No. It's really
Orioles.
close to where the Cubs play.
White Sox.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 4, JT Realmuto. Mm-hmm.
So you said all these last week, and JT who?
Realmuto.
Orioles.
No.
Braves.
No. Same division. Same division as the Braves.
Cardinals.
That's not the same division. The NL East. Which contains the Braves. The Mets,
Phillies.
The Phillies. Yes.
Phillies.
Those are the Phillies.
Okay.
Number 3, Mike Zunino.
Rays.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 2, Will Smith,
Dodgers.
pitcher for the Braves. And then the number 2 is Will Smith, the catcher the actor. And then number 2 is Will Smith, the catcher for the Dodgers.
See,
Yeah.
I knew that off the top of my head. I was ready
that's
to
because
go.
he went to Louisville.
But it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, fandom.
Doesn't matter.
Fandom. Okay, keep going.
Number 1, you should also get this one. Salvador Perez.
The Royals.
Yes.
Home run derby runner-up. Well, he wasn't. He should have been a runner-up.
He was in the home run derby.
Yeah,
I
and he
remember that.
crushed a lots of
He had
baseballs.
the most home runs, but I don't think I don't remember.
But it's one of those things because of the new format, you can hit 37,000 home runs. But Pete Alonso, he went against and he still won.
He always wins.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
he had the most home runs last year, tied with Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Well, that's been an installment of
Royce Rank Em.
sponsored by Stat Muse. I'm just kidding. All right, so I'm texting Sean Moth actually to see if Corey Ray's going to get time in the majors.
All right, I'm currently looking up basketball players
To do what? Oh,
today.
to talk to the people.
Yes,
Okay.
today, March 23rd. It is the birthday of. I gotta get the pronunciation right. Facundo Campazzo. Yes.
Who's he play for?
The Denver Nuggets.
Okay.
It is also the birthday of Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving. But it's also the birthday of Facundo Campazzo.
Gordito chips.
What?
I don't know. All right. So I also feel like we should talk about something real quick.
What is that?
Well, I know we're at an hour and 7 minutes right now, just
Pretty
so you know. But it's been 6 years since we recorded,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
Got it.
The world has been taken over by Erdles.
Erdles?
Like blank.
Yeah.
Ordles.
RD.
Wordles. Hurdles. Nerdles. Turtles. Like all of the things that you guess.
Yeah.
What is your favorite one?
Definitely the hurdle, because you get to guess a song, but it's actually very rare that I know this song.
Very rare that you know the song?
Yes.
Oh, we still have to do the Nerdle, which is the math one today, which has the dumbest rules of all that you have to wait 24 hours to play. I like when the day is 24 hours, not the, But
That's awesome. No, I found a new one.
What is it?
I found a new one. It's called Pirtle.
What is? You have to guess the cat.
It's Pirtle, but it's guess that NBA player.
Is it really?
This is beautiful.
Why is it called Pirtle?
Because there's a player in the NBA whose name is Jakob Pirtle.
Oh.
It's spelled Poeltl. So the website is called Pirtle. This is great.
See? All right. Look, here's the deal. I'm hoping that we'll be back somehow, some way next week.
This is awesome.
When you find out what your
This is great.
I know, right? When you find out what your schedule is, we'll see if we can get on. The one thing I've realized is that I need to make some announcements like on the fan pages and stuff, and maybe we'll figure that out. But hey, it's good to get back in the saddle. I'm glad we were able to finally record, and the people will be able to hear it this time. Also, Drake is still very much a candidate because I found him in a Toronto Blue Jays jersey.
Okay, that's because he's from Toronto.
I'm just saying,
Drake
I have not
rented
found him
out Dodger Stadium. That's close enough.
It's not though, because his girlfriend or whoever his lady friend was eating was in a Dodger jersey, but not him.
It's the same thing.
It's not. It just means
he probably bought that jersey for her.
It just means you have money.
He probably bought that jersey.
Royce, if you had Drake money, you would take your date to
yes, I would.
A dinner at Yankee Stadium.
I would 100% do that. I would fly in on a jet.
Yeah, if you had Drake money.
And a boat at the same time. I'd fly on a boat inside of the jet. That's what I would be doing.
That's going to be the opener. That's the opener. Save the best for last. Wow. All right, man. Are you good?
Yeah.
We're good?
Yeah.
Fly on a boat inside a jet. All right, man. We out of here.
Yes.
All right.